Subscribe to Mario Bobino's YouTube channel. See you later.
Yo, welcome to Debonair Productions, LLC. I see ya with your host, Mario Bobino. T. Calloway signing.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mario Bobino. Welcome to another I See You, Romel Dright. Just became president of the Eastbay Dragons. Kudos to you, my brother. Now, before you start the answer, let me give you your kudos. So pretty much Romel, I knew Romel since the 70s because I went with his brother, went to junior high and high school, played football with me as well. I used to remember coming over his mother's house, father's house, and they treated me like I was one of their own. And this is gonna make Romel laugh because I remember his mother used to love this chocolate cake. So I remember the famous chocolate cake. Every time I would come over there, his brother Morel would always say, hey man, you want some chocolate cake? So I used to love going over there for that. But me and Romel, we go way back. Eastbay Dragons was established in 1959 by Gene Livingston, and originally it started off as a car club, and then it converted over to a motorcycle club. Now, the beautiful thing about the Eastbay Dragons is it was the first black West Coast motorcycle club in history. So major kudos to that. Been in Oakland, like I said, since '59. Now I'm sitting here with the president, a good friend of mine, Romel Dright. How are you doing, my brother?
Doing great, and thanks for asking.
First things first, because I knew you when you was pretty much at Crocker Highlands, and now you're here, the president. First question that the viewers would like to know, how did you survive growing up in Oakland?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. But I would say my knee-jerk reaction would be my dad. My mom and my dad, man. So I had friends out there, and you know, growing up in Oakland is tough. But I had friends doing some crazy things, and I was like, man, if I even thought about doing something like that, my father would kill me. So kudos to my dad, man. Kept me on the straight and narrow and got me on the path still to this day on straight and narrow. So, yeah, he kept me out of a lot of stuff.
That's what's up, Mr. Wright. Yeah. Mr. Dright. Next question. Being Eastbay Dragons, I know there's a lot of other motorcycle clubs that have been formed. But since you are the president, and really ponder on this particular question I'm about to ask you, because this could also help with anybody in life, is building positive relationships with people important?
Of course. It's, your life depends on that, and the club allows you to do that. Being in the club, for me, I've been in the club since 2006, but members past that from in the 60s and 70s would tell you that the club kept them out of trouble. Kept them out of jail, kept them from the streets, taught them how to be a man, showed them how to be a father. A lot of positive things came from the club, because if you came in the club and you were a younger guy, the older members would take you under their wing and show you the ropes, keep you on the straight and narrow. So the club benefits in a lot of ways, but most importantly, those ways right there as a young black man.
That's what's up.
In Oakland.
In Oakland.
Yeah, for sure.
So by you being now the president, which I believe you became the president in January, if I'm not mistaken?
That's correct.
So what is the responsibility of being the president of a major motorcycle club like Eastbay Dragons?
Oh my God. For me, in my own words, it would just be making sure the club does what it does. The club runs basically by itself, but the president's responsibilities is to see to it that the rules are being followed. Everybody's doing their job. I have a table with several members, and each member has a responsibility. We got a treasurer, we have a secretary, we have a sergeant of arms, and a few other positions. And, you know, my job is to make sure everybody's doing their job.
That's what's up.
And it's a pretty big responsibility, but when done right, piece of cake.
Well, they got the right man doing the job. I can tell you that because I know you personally.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother.
So now, I know me growing up as a kid in Oakland, everybody knew of the Eastbay Dragons, and everybody wanted to be a part of the Eastbay Dragons. It was like you looked up to them, you know what I mean? So how does one become a member? How does a kid's dream become a reality by coming to Eastbay Dragon?
Good question. Everybody asks that question too. So the first thing you need to do is be black, of course. No offense to any other race, but you have to be black, and you have to own a Harley Davidson motorcycle. That's a big deal. So a lot of guys want to come in with other bikes, but you have to have a Harley Davidson and be black. So rule of thumb is you pretty much need to know somebody, or know somebody that knows somebody that can refer you to come in and even be around us. And then once that ice is broken, we can get to know you for a couple weeks. If you want to present yourself, you come in the club meeting and present yourself and say, this is what you want to do for whatever reason. And we'll allow you to hang out for a couple or 3 weeks in the garage. And then after that, if we like you, we'll decide to keep you and give you a try. We'll bring you back in club meeting and say, okay, you can start your rookie period. And that's a 6-month process. So the first 3 weeks, you'll just hang around in the garage and get to know the guys. If we go somewhere, you go with us, provided if you can. Then the first 3 months, if you voted in to be a patch-wearing rookie, you get a patch, a loaner patch, and you can ride with us and hang out with us still. And then 3 more months after that, you can be voted in to be a full member. So it's really just a 6 months process, 6 months and 3 weeks process, basically. But that's how it starts.
Thank you for that information. Now, being an Eastbay Dragon, like I said, major kudos. So what does Eastbay Dragons, what's it represent?
Oh, man. Eastbay Dragons represent fellowship, represents brotherhood, represents love. And, yeah, it just teaches you a lot, shows you a lot. I don't know where I would be without the club, and I'm sure a lot of other brothers can say that, not only in this club, but in other clubs as well. But the Eastbay Dragons represents many positive things for young black men growing up in East Oakland, or just in Oakland, period, at all. So it's a great stepping stone to get further in your life and to do what you have to do, and great place to be.
So my next question is, what I love about this interview is I know you was born and raised in Oakland. I know that for a fact. So you're a true Oakland. You're not somebody who moved from the West Coast or LA and now is claiming Oakland. You are actually born and raised in Oakland. I can vouch for that. So, so my viewers can know, watching on my YouTube channel, I See You. What Oakland schools did you attend? And I want to know from elementary to junior high to high school.
Yeah. So in the beginning of the segment, you mentioned Crocker. So my brother, your buddy, he went to Crocker. And he was a little bit of a rough guy and liked to fight and argue, and that's who he is. So because of that, my mom said, you know what, I got a different route for you.
Okay.
So I ended up going to Piedmont.
Gotcha.
Piedmont over in Piedmont Avenue.
Yes.
Still in Oakland. So I went to elementary school there from kindergarten through 6th grade. And then from there, I transferred to go to McChesney Junior High, which is today known as Edna M. Brewer, which was my old principal. May she rest in peace, for sure. Yes. And then, of course, Oakland Wildcats, man. So Oakland High. So that's where it was for me. All schools in Oakland, based in Oakland, and that was my start.
That's what's up. Now, I want to tap in on charitable events that the Eastbay Dragons have contributed to, and I could honestly say that me being a filmmaker, I had the privilege through you being able to film Town Biz, my movie here, as well as Oakland Stories. But if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have even been able to step foot inside of the premises. So that was very charitable for myself. And to this day, I'm still very grateful for you allowing us, my company, to come in and make those movies.
Thank you.
What charitable events are the Eastbay Dragons involved with?
Well, that's a great question. We have a lot of things, actually, that we do. Christmas just passed 2 or 3 months ago, and what we did was we had 1,000 bikes or so in this place. Bikes were everywhere, and we had kids from, it originally started from maybe 6 to 14, 15 years old, but we ended up going lower than that. So we had bikes maybe for toddlers, 3 years old up to 14, 15, 16 years old. And this whole room that we're sitting in were flooded with bikes. So that was the most recent thing that we did as far as charitable events. And you ought to see the kids' faces coming up here getting bikes. I mean, all the local residents here in the neighborhood would come up, and we had what is those things called?
License plates?
No. You get a ticket. You get a ticket.
So you guys had to pass out tickets for people to come in?
Yeah, no, we just gave them a ticket. Then we get a ticket, we'll call your number, and you come and get a bike. So we started out doing that, but that became a little bit too much. So you know what? You showed up, you got a bike. So we put smiles on their faces, and that was our thing for Christmas. But in the past years, what we've done is we've tucked on 3 or 4 families. And what we did was we adopted 3 or 4 families. Club members would go out. They would have a little laundry list of things that they would want for their children. We would go out on our own and purchase them, gift wrap them up, and then we would also take pictures too with Santa Claus. Some of the club brothers would dress up as Santa Claus. We would have oranges, apples, candy canes, and fruit bags to give them out, and we'll set it up in here. We had an older member. He passed away now, but great with camera work, just like yourself. Took pictures, printed them out, presented them to the families with Santa Claus. We gave them bags, and then after that was ending, we went out and we gave away gifts to 3 or 4 charitable families that we picked and took care of them, put lights, lit their faces up with very, very nice things.
I could tell because the news also had covered that. So I was like, man, you guys are doing big things. Because I remember I was at the house and I'm like, oh, wow, that's what's up. You know what I mean? Because, I feel like I'm a part of the Eastbay Dragons and I just want to piggyback off of something. I never forgot this. And my boy Jonathan was with me. When we had filmed the movie Town Biz, we had made some DVDs. So then I remember that I said, hey, Romel, I want to, give you the DVD so you can see what we did and how we used the club. He says, okay, we're going to be at the Harley Davidson Club, I think on Hagenberger.
Yep.
So you said, meet me there. So I went and picked up my boy John, and then we went over there, and we came up. You says, nah, Mario. Go give it to him right there, which was Gene Livingston, which was the president at the time.
That's correct, yeah.
And I never forgot this because you pointed. He was about maybe 40 yards away. So I said, John, come with me. And I never forgot to this day how impactful that was. It was like going to meet the Don.
That's right.
It was like going to meet the Don. And I just remember going to meet Gene, and he was just so thankful and appreciative. And to this day, that touched my heart. Me and John was talking about that on our way over here, how impactful that was. So I just wanted to share that with you, how
beautiful.
I got to shake hands with greatness.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, a legend, and he appreciated what we did because I know you had to go through him for us to be able to film it. So still to this day, one of the highlights of my life.
Of course.
Now, Eastbay Dragons is known all throughout the United States. I'm even say world. The 7 continents known all throughout 7 continents. 195 countries, Eastbay Dragons is known.
That's correct.
Where did that name come from?
Yeah, so in the beginning of the segment, you touched on Toby Jean and his brother, Papa Joe. They started a car club actually in 1958. And he named the car club Eastbay because of the Eastbay, of course, and then some kind of way the word dragon came in there. So I don't want to give up too much, but you probably have to read the book, Souls on Bikes, Iron Souls on Bikes, to get the full details on that. But the car club, 1958, and then in 1959, they started the motorcycle club. And I guess a guy got a bike, and then the next thing you know it, other people got bikes, and then that's how it became.
And it was Harleys, am I right or wrong?
It was they were custom built, but they looked like Harleys.
Okay.
Yeah, they were custom built. So nobody could afford Harleys back in those days, but back in those days too, the older members, they built bike with their own 2 hands.
That's what's up.
You had members in here mechanically inclined and could take a motor apart, put it back together, put cams in it, and fix it up, paint it, do everything. They didn't go to shops. They did all the work themselves. So they had custom bikes, looked like Harleys, but they were choppers, and they rode them. And then as time progressed, they went on and they started buying Harley Davidsons from that point.
And that is innovation for your ass. That's
absolutely,
what's up.
100%.
Now, moving into my last question, and this is something that a lot of people seem to identify with, but since this is the Eastbay Dragons Motorcycle Club, what's the fellowship like?
Oh, man. When going great, the fellowship can be amazing. It could be life-changing. It could be life-altering experiences. So for me, I'm going to speak for me. So if I buy a new bike or if I buy a new car, I pull up to the Dragons. I want to show it off. I want everybody to see it. You know what I mean? And light up some faces. And that's a good thing. I'm speaking of when I buy a bike or a car. But when my dad passed away, I also came to the Eastbay Dragons because I wanted to be around my brothers. So the point I'm making is good or bad, you want to be right here. Something good happened to you, you can win a lottery. You want to come here and celebrate and let people know your accomplishment of what just happened. Something bad happened, you want to come right here. Brother's going to embrace you, put their arms around you, tell you they love you. Bro, we got you. You need anything, you're okay. It's going to be all right. Hold on, be strong. That's what this club represents. Good or bad. Everything in the middle. So, in a nutshell, that's basically what it is for me.
Well, Romel, I really want to thank you for taking time to allow me to do this interview. Is there anything that I left out in the interview that you may want to address?
One thing, the president's name was Toby Jean. You refer to him as Gene.
Yes,
but I gotta correct you on that.
And I appreciate that.
It's Toby Jean Livingston, and everybody knows him as Toe Baby. But yeah, one of the best to ever do it.
Well, thank you for correcting me.
Yep.
And, you know, like I said, on ICU, we recognize people that are doing major things, and you're doing major things. I appreciate you once again allowing me to come in here and do this interview, which I know I'm the first to get the interview with the newly hired Eastbay Dragons president. 21 gun salute, Romel Dright.
That's right.
And many continued more success in your life, my brother.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time and the effort and giving me the opportunity to speak. So appreciate that. Thank you very
Yo, thanks for watching. I see you with your host, Mario Bobino. We out. T. Calloway.
Subscribe to Mario Bobino's YouTube channel. See you later.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
Yeah, it's going to be over, baby. Old Town Funk.
Let me say this. I'm President Barack Obama, and I approve the funk.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Let's bring it back.
Let's bring it back.
It's Uptown Funk.
It's Old Town Funk.
Let's bring it back.
Yeah, you gotta bring it back. Yeah, you gotta bring it back.
It's Uptown Funk.
I'm talking, oh, well, it's Old Town Funk.
Uptown Funk, that's how it is. Get it into
What's up with you, man?
Man, why we always got to meet here, man? What's up with this?
Man, it's the only place we can talk or else end up on the internet, man.
Man, I tell you, man, you know what I'm saying, man? What Rio gonna do? What's up?
Oh, man, he gonna meet us up there at the spot later on, man. You know, he'll tell us what's up there.
Man, I tell you, man, that Rio, man, that dude is a trip, man.
Tell me about it, man.
You know what I'm saying?
He a
Still my
trip.
brother, though.
Yeah,
I still love him.
all love, man.
Uptown Funk, that's how it is. Uptown Funk, that's how it
Hey, we going through here, man, what?
Man, look, Black, he coming on his way, Black, ain't gonna be in a minute. Come on, shoot your game. Shoot your game. Let's go, nigga, put another gun.
Some more money down. You're gonna get your money down.
Another gun. Change me up, man. Change me up, man.
What do you think of Santa Cruz? There's nothing like watching the sunset on the beach.
Santa Cruz is nice. If you want, we can take Highway 1 all the way down.
All the way down. Let's do it. Let me go freshen up and I'll be back. Thank you.
So, I'm trying to understand for real though. What brings you out here in these parts at this time of night by yourself? You understand me? I would like to know where's the man in your life and why is he keeping you safe from people like me? I love that smile of yours, you know?
I catch on quick though. I catch on quick.
Okay. You're a quick learner.
Very quick learner.
Here, come on, hit that fire, take your time.
Oh, it's the money shot.
Straight down the line, dog. Straight down the line. That's what I'm talking about. Get my money. Get my money. I ain't tell y'all that cost me more money too, man. I be putting too much on it, man, but it's all good. Because God, man, always happens, man. And look, in God we trust. That's right. He make it happen. He put this in the way, man. As soon as we give away, man.
So you runway model?
I'm a runway model.
Okay, so when you finish running down the runway, come run my way because I got some work for you.
All right. Now.
Hey, yo, what's up, man? What's up? Good, man. Good.
But like I was saying, would you guys like to share a Subway sandwich?
Shelf, Mac, Shelf is good.
Hey, Mario, what's happening, baby?
Good, I'm good.
How you doing? Hush your mouth.
Yeah, y'all want to go get something to eat later on?
Oh, good, man. Wait, Mom.
I did.
What's up, Precious? What's good?
What's up, Rio? How you doing?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, you regular?
Yeah, H2O. Bro, what's happening, man?
Hey, what's happening, man?
It's all good, man.
Oh, this Victoria.
Victoria, huh? I was in the presence of the Queen. Pleasure to meet you.
What's up? Man, we got business to take care of, man. Let's roll out.
All around the world we live in lavish. Man. Man, what's up, dog? What's up? What's the word, Rio? Talk to us, man. What's
Yeah,
up?
man, what's been going on, man? What's up? You know what's going on?
People bugging me, bugging the hell out of me. You know? What's happening?
Well, in reference to Town Biz, that chapter's through. All right? I want to do something different. Oakland story.
What's that about? Talk to us.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, this time, I want to do something different like I said earlier, all right? I want to focus on the lawyers, the doctors, the teachers, the positive things that go on inside of Oakland.
I feel you.
Yeah, I like that. That's positive. Yeah.
So y'all with me?
Man, I'm with you.
Good. Let's go inside and kick it, fellas.
For sure.
Do this, man.
Definitely. Let's go down. For sure.
All right.
Make it do what we do.
Business.
Made by Rankin Screw and K Maestro, bruh. If you ain't dealing with the funk, then you ain't dealing with us, cause it's the Oak Town funk, so funky, bruh. Another hit from the Bay, and I'm done with ya. Gotta bring it back, man, we gotta bring it back, man, we gotta bring it back. I'm talking Oak Town funk. If you don't know what I'm talking Oak Town funk. Man, we gotta bring it back, man, we gotta bring it back, man, we gotta bring it back. I'm talking Oak Town funk. What you really know about that Oak Town funk? Gotta bring it back.
Get it